What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new optic to check out. This is the CVLife Wildhawk 3000g. This was sent to the channel by CVLife for me to test and review for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. In one of my previous videos, I am testing this CVLife Wolf Covert SX02 that I have mounted on the Glock 26. This is an RMR cut optic. I'm going to be taking this off, probably moving it over to this pistol, the Glock 19, and we're going to be mounting this on the Glock 26, and I'll explain why in just a minute. So let's go ahead and get this thing open, take a look at it. I will say CVLife has definitely upgraded their package since the last one I got from them. So good job on that. I like the packaging. So on top you get your manual. They have upgraded from the old accordion style manual, and you now get a little booklet, which is pretty nice. I have already opened this up and taken a look at it, so I'm pretty familiar with the manual at this point. I know they do recommend on this one, they're recommending a 33-yard zero, so I'll test that out for myself, see what I think about it. You do get a cleaning cloth. So here's the thing I like about this optic. You get an extra battery. I've already put one in the optic. Get your screws. CVLife always does provide a bunch of screws. Here's what was interesting to me about this optic. This plate that comes with it allows you to mount this RMSC footprint optic on an MOS or an RMR cut slide. So for the Glock 26, it is an RMR cut slide, but an RMSC footprint optic would fit it very well. And the full-size optic would fit better on this Glock 19. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and switch these over. We'll get this one mounted on the Glock 26. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now this is shake awake. I was actually quite impressed with the at least how this thing looks so far. I have not shot with it, but so far I'm pretty impressed. It's got a very big build. It's very chunky. But it's a very nice housing. It looks really good. Side load battery compartment. The windage and elevation are both clicky and tactile. The buttons feel good. The glass is clear. The reticle looks really nice. It is a multi-reticle system. So this is pretty much competing with like a Holosun 507K for way under half price. I think I saw one coupon code on Gun Deals where you could get this thing for like 99 bucks. If I can find it again, I'll post it in the video. But on the Amazon store right now, these are listed at $199, and there's like 3 different clickable coupons. I think the highest one being a 30% off code. So that would bring this down to like 140 bucks. So that's a pretty damn good deal if this thing works nearly as well as a 507K. It certainly looks good, and it includes a Picatinny rail mount. Now, I'm not going to mount this one on a PIC rail mount, but I do have plenty of other RMSC footprint optics. So I'm going to keep this PIC mount because I may need to use it in the future. So that's really nice that they include that, as well as this plate, which allows you to put this on an RMR or MOS cut slide. So that's what we're going to test out today. Let's see how this thing mounts. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take off the Wolf Covert SX02 from the 26 slide, which should be pretty simple to do. And let's see how hard it is to mount this. And I'm not even honestly sure if I'll be able to mount this one on the Zafiri slide because it does have those lugs. So let's see. It's possible. Let's see how it goes. I think these screws may be a bit too long. Well, let me hit the pause button here, guys, and figure out what the hell's going on. I'll be back if I figure it out. Okay, I figured out what's going on, and this is not going to work on the Zafiri slide because of those lugs. So the way those posts come up, even if you tighten the screw all the way down, you're still going to have some play there. So it's not going to work on that pistol, which is not that big of a deal. It just means I'm going to have to put this one back on. So I'll do that off camera. You guys don't care about seeing that, I don't imagine. But it does look like I can mount this one here. So why not? We'll give that a shot. And let's see how that looks. I need to get one of those little torque wrenches, but for right now I just crank it down about 2 finger ugga-duggas, and that looks pretty damn good. Let's find my rag, wipe all the excess shit off of it. It's a really good looking optic, actually. Pretty happy with that. It's a very clear reticle. I like that a lot. Alright guys, there's installation. The adapter plate will not work if you have the protruding lugs like the Zafiri does. I could make that work. And what I mean is that I could take a file and file the tops of these lugs down until I do get positive engagement, but I don't want to. So for right now, I'm just going to put the full-size Wolf Covert SX02 back on the 26 and continue testing with that. And I will use the Glock 19 with the no-name eBay slide to test the Wildhawk 3000g multi-reticle red dot. Alright guys, I'm going to give this some time to cure, and we will see you on the range. We'll see how this thing holds up. See you in a minute. Alright guys, right here on the range now, I've got the Glock 19 Gen 3 with the eBay RMR cut slide, and we're going to test out the Wildhawk 3000g from CVLife. This will be the first time I've shot with this optic. Let's go ahead and see how it performs. eBay slide. Alright. Okay, so that's the one issue I've noticed with that slide. Not exactly sure what's going on with it. I'm going to keep messing around with it to see if I can get it right. But for some reason on that first round, when it's racking it off the mag, it likes to get jammed up on the feed ramp. I thought I had it fixed. Clearly not. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the journey. But so far, the first mag went fine for the CVLife. It is a larger window than the 507K. I did test that off camera, but I'll go ahead and show you a photo here. So, I know I'm going to put the dimensions in the video itself, but there's a visual representation of the difference between the 507K and the Wildhawk 3000. We are going to be putting about 50 rounds through it today, just kind of getting an initial impressions on it. And then over time, I'll continue testing it, and I'll let you guys know how everything goes with it. All right, I've got another 10 rounds loaded up. Let's see if this thing will fucking chamber the first round this time. I'll be down. All right, let's see. I want to say I didn't zero this on paper yet. I just used a bore sighter, but it seems to be pretty much on so far. Let me see how it'll do on that plate rack. eBay slide. Okay, I can tell it is hitting slightly to the right. So let me go ahead and make an adjustment. Well, I thought I had the tool with me. I guess not. It's hitting to the right. I'll just use Kentucky windage and I'll aim slightly to the left for the rest of the video. And then I'll adjust this thing, put it on paper, and get it dialed in. But it is pretty close with just using that laser bore sighter. Let me load another mag. Now that I know where it's hitting, I want to see if I can clear the rest of that plate rack. All right, let's see if we can get the rest of that plate rack.
You suck!
All right, so it is definitely slightly right. And I'm also kind of sucking a little bit today. We are at 25 yards. And those are, I think, 8-inch tall, 5.5-inch wide silhouettes on the plate rack. I know that's an excuse, but I'm going to make it. Shit, why not? Before I finish this box of ammo, I bet we'll hit all of them. All right, let's see if I can get this plate rack cleared. I got one left. Hopefully I can go ahead and knock it out. Okay, there we go. All right, so definitely hitting a little to the right. Pretty much have to hold just off the left side of the target, and it's making contact. Let's see if I can hit the blue plate there at 40. Maybe you guys can't see it. Let me move my big ass out of the way. All right, so definitely to the right. Wish I'd brought the fucking tool with me. All right, let's go and see if we can make contact at 100. All right, so at 100 yards, it's about 11 inches to the right. So I had to hold about a foot off his shoulder there. But we are making connections. The gun is definitely capable of it. Let's just go ahead and make it easy for the last two. Let's shoot the full-size IDPA. And I've got one more magazine to put through it. But so far, it's doing fine. I know this is only 40 rounds so far. But this is just an initial unboxing and initial impressions video. I can't give you a long-term opinion on it yet because I haven't tested it long-term yet. But I definitely will. So far, though, no skipping on or off. The dot's present. I am running it on just the dot. I don't really run the circle dot reticle on micro optics. It is a nice option for those of you that want to. But it just isn't my thing. I like the small 2 MOA dot. All right. Let's see. Let me try 100 again. There it is. Okay. All right. All right, and I can also tell you just based off the iron sights, I did not slave the dot to the irons, but when I bore sighted it, I just kind of paid attention to where they line up with the irons. The dot has not moved at all in that 50 rounds. But it is a good looking dot. So far, for at least 50 rounds, it's been performing well. And my initial impressions are that it's a pretty good deal. We'll have to see how it holds up long term, so stay tuned to the channel for that. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comment section down below. If you're watching this video and you find it entertaining and you're not subscribed, hey, hit that fucking subscribe button, man. It helps out. And thanks for sticking around and watching the video, guys. Until next time, y'all be safe. Peace. Bonus footage. So here's what the dot looks like. So that's the 2 MOA dot at 25 yards. That's just the circle at 25 yards. There's the dot and the circle at 25 yards.